Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the big house has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Pressure coming. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Jordan Marshall. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability. Toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Takes a handoff. It's Marshall. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll run it to the right side. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, He has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to him, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Hauls it in. Open space at the 25. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. He sacked this defense all over him. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running inside, it's Wheeler. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Give to the running back. Makes a man miss. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Hard running there. Might have a chance. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at it.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Wheeler. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Rushes on him. There he goes. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Here's Underwood to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wheeler. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Boyd. Bringing the heat. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They finished the first 2 drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing balance from them and a little better execution as they get closer to the goal line. They've got the playmakers at receiver, at running back, and they love their offensive line, David.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Throwing, Underwood. He lost one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Illinois sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he's brought them to their feet on that one. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for space. It's Marshall.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Illinois sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Running to the left. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Fires to the tight end. He's loose. The 20. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a crease to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
It's 3rd and 5. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Still looking on the move. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and he's going forward, and he's loose. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Marshall. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Underwood throwing right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. It's caught downfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air, it's Underwood. Lofts one high and deep. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Moving out to the right. First down and more. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Right on the money. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Might be changing the route. The run inside. It's Marshall. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Moving out of the pocket. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
All the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami taking on the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Hurricanes in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings, and it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt. Now over to your game inside the Big House.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Bringing it out. Delivers the stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Michigan coach at the half. His conversation with his team in the locker room was execute, execute, execute. He understands that here at home, sometimes the crowd is in it, sometimes they're not. He wants them to bring their own energy and to make sure they are executing on every play to start the third quarter.
Thanks, Holly.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making checks. Here's Underwood to throw. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Is that crazy or genius? Oh, no guts, no glory, man. Here he comes. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it's Marshall. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Throwing, Underwood. Escapes the pressure to his right. At the 40, there he goes. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll test the right side. Got enough for the 1st. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the tailback. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Trying the run, it's Marshall. Maybe some room here. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this that just, I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes the guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy is just an absolute headache.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They're working that left side, and they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Under fire. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The clock will stop as they check on an injured member of the Illini. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying the left side. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like...
Finding some room. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here's the give off the left side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through.
kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Illinois trying to move the chains on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Defense playing a bail technique. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pressure coming. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in this field.